Making the headlines tonight, President Tinubu flags off 35-kilometer connecting roads in Anambra State. Today is International Remembrance Day for Slavery. Federal government cracks down on fake NIN card producers. President Trump imposed tariff on Venezuelan oil imports. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something, report unscrupulous elements to security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember, the emergency numbers to call are 5111 and 0800220008. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe. Many thanks for joining us this evening. President Ahmed Tinubu has flagged off construction of the second Niger bridge linking Delta and Anambra State, Phase 2. The president, who was represented by the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, performed the flag-off at Ogbunike, Uyi local government area. The 35-kilometer roads with 7 flyovers and bridge and a width of 35 to 46 meters will connect Atani through Obosi, Nkpo, and terminating Ogbunike. Governor Soludo stated that completion of the humongous project will connect several communities by passing Onitsha and have a lot of impact on the life of Anambra, while stressing that politics is about good governance. Governor Soludo hinted that such partnership between Anambra State government and the federal government for the development of the Southeast will lead to maximized benefit of the common good of all. Details of subsequent bulletins. People from all walks of life gathered in Awka to celebrate the impactful life of retired Justice Godwin Ononiba, who marked his 88th birthday and launched a book on his journey in life titled Wisdom on the Bench. Enduring legacy of Godwin Ononiba, Honorable Justice Ononiba retired as a Chief Judge of Anambra State, held so many positions, and is the current traditional Prime Minister of Nimo in Ijokoka local government area. Chinelo Onwuzulike completes the story.
Felicitating with the men of bar and bench, as well as Ononiba family, the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, said it is rare to see people who pen down their journey and experiences in life for others to toll and emulate from, and extol the celebrant's impact in the judicial system, where he puts in more energy to better the judicial system of the state, as well as eager to write at the age of 88.
It's better that we celebrate people when they are alive than writing the tributes, magnificent tributes, when they are dead. So we'll celebrate them today, celebrate them tomorrow, and celebrate them always.
In his opening remarks, the chairman of the occasion, Justice Anthony Igu, thanked God for longevity and wealth of knowledge bestowed on the celebrant, which he used to impact on people's lives.
To wish everyone the highest regard in this special event.
Appreciating all who gathered to honor their father, the celebrant's daughter, Justice Irene Ndiwe, noted the qualities their father was made of, saying he's humble, gentle, and honest to the core, praying God for more years ahead.
To my father, Justice G.U. Ononiba, thank you for being a guiding light in my life and the lives of so many others, including my siblings, your in-laws, everybody that has come near to you.
The 25th of March every year is set aside by United Nations to commemorate the victims of slavery, drawing attention to the world's worst human abuse by Europeans and Americans against the African continent and black race, while also creating awareness on modern-day racism and supremacy. The transatlantic slave trade forcibly took millions of Africans from their homeland under dehumanizing conditions to America and Europe to work in agricultural farms under inhumane conditions, and the abolition of the slave trade officially on the 25th of March 1807 in the United Kingdom brought about the resistance followed by the Africans. Afterwards, Kenechukwu now reports.
Speaking on the day The Anambra State Chairman of Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Anambra State Council, Dr. Odogwu Emeka Odogwu, emphasized that modern slavery continues in different ways, and to create a better society, love must be entrenched by all, urging Nigerians and Africans to rise against neocolonialism, which hinders the continent's progress with inconsistent policies.
We are still under slavery. How are you treating your house help? How are you treating your husband? How are you treating your wife? How are you treating your workers? How are co-workers treating themselves? We are still in slavery. And it is high time we understood the need to show love, empathy, and be sincere in all we do for a better society.
On his part, a resident of Oka and a media practitioner, Mr. Okechukwu Anarado, noted that slavery was a negative trajectory in the history of Africans. Even though it's now in the past, people must be aware to resist any form of modern-day slavery. He also denounced the idea of payment of restitution by the Western world, as it is still a form of slavery.
Now that modernity has encouraged people to resist such a tendency, we don't have it around us anymore. So it's a past phase that won't repeat.
In Oka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
In line with policing guidelines, the Inspector General of Police, the Anambra State Command's Commissioner of Police, CP Ikioye Oretugu, and his Enugu State counterpart, CP Maman Bitrus, have met to devise operational strategies aimed at proactively policing the two neighboring states. A press release signed by the Anambra State Police Public Police Relations Officer, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, the commissioners identified the infiltration of criminals between the neighboring states as a major security challenge, requiring urgent intervention to address violent crimes and the activities of subversive criminal elements. The release explained that as a result, they pledged to collaborate, share intelligence, and pool operational resources together to combat violence crime at borders and within their respective states. The commissioners reiterated their commitment to decisively combat all forms of crime and criminality in both states, ensuring maximum public security and participation. They also warned criminals operating in the two states to either repent or be ready to face the full weight of the law. The meeting, which was held at the Anambra State Command headquarters, was attended by Deputy Commissioners of Police in charge of operations and other officers from both commands. Women from Catholic and Anglican denominations have taken delivery of 20,000 pieces of yard of Catholic Women's Organization and Mary Summer uniforms donated to them by a senator representing Anambra North Senatorial District in the Red Chambers, Senator Toyin Nwoye. The recipients were members of the Christian Women Association from Onitsha Archdiocese, Aguleri Diocese, Diocese on the Niger, Obaru Niger West Diocese, Mbamili Anglican Diocese Communion. Ngozi Obiliri now tells us more.
Handing over the bail of the rappers, Senator Nwoye, while assuring that the gesture was not politically motivated, as he did not make any promise to any denomination, urged mothers to stand up for their roles of nurturing godly children who will make the society a better place, and decried the high rate of kidnapping and other societal ills, which he said were taboo in Igbo land before now.
The mothers are the pillar. I'll support their programs, I'll support the mothers. In fact, my mother prays for me more than I pray for myself.
Receiving the rappers, the director CWO Onitsha Archdiocese, Mrs. Ngozi Nwanosike, the secretary CWO Aguleri Diocese, Ms. Angela Ejike, representative of Christian mothers from Obaro Diocese, Mrs. Uche Igobike, prayed for Senator Nwoye, even as they thanked him for the love he showed them.
Thank you, Mommy.
Senator Nwoye also donated a Toyota car to a friend of his, Chief O.C. Chinwoba, in appreciation for his steadfastness over the years. From Ofianta Village in Sube, in Anambra East Local Government Area, I am Ngozi Obilere for ABS News.
The federal government has launched a crackdown on individuals and organizations and producers of unauthorized printing of national identity cards. And still to come on the news, Federal government cracks down on fake NIN cards, and on the foreign scene, Trump to impose tariff on Venezuelan oil imports. Still to come on the news this evening. The federal government
Let's get one thing straight. Being a woman with disabilities doesn't mean you don't have the right to quality sexual and reproductive health information and services. Family planning, maternity care, STI prevention. Every woman deserves access to safe, respectful, and inclusive reproductive health care. My body, my health, my reproductive rights. No limits, no exceptions. Your health matters. Your choices matters. Get informed, get care, and take charge of your future.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show. No matter when I show you, you show me love.
Now available in new flavors.
You show me love.
Nothing ever happens by chance. Really. Focus on the destination and not the journey, or where you're from. Never ever settle. Make big moves from your small space.
Glad to have you back and the rest of the news. The federal government has launched a crackdown on individuals and organizations involved in the unauthorized printing of national identification number cards, warning that offenders will face legal action. National Identity Management Commission, in a statement issued on Monday, said they had observed the indiscriminate production of fake NIN cards by cyber cafes and other entities who charge unsuspecting Nigerians exorbitant fees for the illegal service. The agency described the act as a violation of the NIMC Act number 23 of the 2007 and cautioned Nigerians against using or accepting such unauthorized cards as valid identification. NIM reiterated that NIN slip remains the only valid proof of identification and must be verified before use. The warning comes as the agency announced that the number of Nigerians enrolled in the NIN database had reached 117.3 million as of February 28, 2025. And over to our foreign news. U.S. President Donald Trump has stated that he will impose a 25% tariff on all imports from any country that buys oil or gas from Venezuela, in addition to imposing new levies on the South American country itself. President Trump expressed that Venezuela has been very hostile towards the United States and that countries buying oil from Venezuela will be required to pay tariff on all their trade with the United States starting from April the 2nd. In February, Trump had announced the end of the Chevron-Venezuelan relationship, which became a financial lifeline for the South American country. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro responded, accusing the United States of violating international trade rules with an arbitrary, illegal, and desperate measure aimed at undermining the development of the South American nation. Trump argues that the tariff will create manufacturing jobs in the United States instead of worsening inflationary pressures and hindering growth, as economists have warned. And over to our sports news. Head coach of Nigeria's male under-19 cricket team, Daniel Gim, is confident that the junior yellow greens are in a good position to snatch the sole ticket to the 2026 ICC Under-19 World Cup in Namibia and Zimbabwe as country hosts the qualifiers in Lagos. Nigeria will host 5 other African countries, Kenya, Uganda, Namibia, Tanzania, and Sierra Leone from March 26 to April 6 as the 6 countries vie for Africa's sole ticket to the tournament. Mr. Gim's team has been putting the finishing touches to their preparations after the arrival of all the teams on Wednesday. The qualifiers will begin with 2 thrilling opening encounters on Friday, March 28, as Nigeria will face Namibia at the TBS Oval, while Kenya will take on Sierra Leone at the Unilag Oval. All 6 countries will face off in a round-robin format, and the eventual winner will earn the honor of representing Africa at the next World Cup. Remember that you can listen to ABS 88.5 from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. You can also follow us on www.absradiotv.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel, on ABS Radio Television, follow us on all social media handles, on X and on Instagram, and ABS Television on Facebook. Before we go, a look at our main stories. President Tinubu has flagged off 35-kilometer connecting roads in Anambra State. Today is International Remembrance Day of Slavery. We also brought to you, federal government has cracked down on fake name card producers. And on the foreign scene, President Trump is to impose tariff on Venezuela oil imports. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing the state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800-2200-008. And that's the size of our package this evening. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Ajuluchuku Okabwe. Good night.